Okay, guys, so we start today's lecture, and today we will learn about functional JavaScript, anonymous functions carrying closures. This kind of is like general information about this kind of things, and fetch API, how we use fetch. This is very interesting. Okay. Let me open the JCTOR. Oh no. Okay, so JCTOR doesn't work. We will need to work with. Close it. Okay. So let's create some HTML file. We will also have some script file here. Script source.js. Okay, let's write it not documents but lessons. Okay, so here let's write strong hello world and close others, and let's open here, and here I will open new file. So this will be script.js, and here let's say console log hello world. Script.js. So as you see, we have this file. So we will work with it, and let me run it. Sorry, these some bees are flying here. Okay, sorry, it's not that. Okay, let's open folder. Okay, so this is, and we will run go live. It opens hello world. We are, let's open the console. Okay, let's see console. It says fail load to save a favicon. We don't have favicon. Okay, so we have hello world written here. Now let's open this. So this is the method. This is some method, and this is some method, and it is find index. It returns the index of an element. It works something like this. We write the code. Okay. So for example, we have an array. Let's say let x be array 4 5 2 1 0, and I say console log find index. Okay, let's see an example. It says list find index x dot find index, and we say find 2, for example. So do we have zoom? Okay, we don't have zoom. So this is the letx 4521 console log x find index. What does it will show? Okay, I open it. 2 is not a function. Okay, sorry. So this has find index. It's not. First of all, it requires callback. Callback is called for every element. So, for example, callback is some. It's actually function. So here, let's write let index. So is not a function. So it's something like this. You write here function. Let's do it like this. Function find index. And here the first element is the element. So you must create a function. So for example, element, you say element and return element equals 2. So we actually, what I'm going to explain to you, this is the like structure of the language, the structure, syntax of language, Django's JavaScript language. So this is called in Java. You would not see something like this because it is like a link for the function. So when you write find index, you specify the link, the name of the function, not the function itself. You specify the function as some variable. So it's actually like in Java we have variables, integer, string, and something else. In JavaScript you can specify function as a variable. So here you specify function as a variable. So it is something like this. When you write find index, you should set which function will work. So here you write function find index of 2. So when it is acquired, it is applied to all items of x, like this. So first of all, it will call find index of 2 with 4 and compare it to 2. If it is yes, it will return true. If it's not, it will return false, and it will find the result. Okay, and let's show me an example. Okay, so it shows the 2. So for example, if I write not 2 but 1, it will display what? It will display 3. Very good. Now what we have, let me explain. So this is the explanation how it searches. Sorry. You can find it. Now, sometimes this declaration is not, you cannot use it. No, it's not suitable. For example, you can use anonymous function. So, for example, you don't need to declare function like this, and you will use this function only once. So you don't want to write function and make the code bigger. So you can write it like this. You can delete this one and write function element and write here return element equal 1. Then I comment this one. Okay, so what we have now, okay, it again works. So what is the difference? Here you created the function and then gave the link for the function into the find index function. So you send as argument to function another function, and then this function is used in this function, in this find index function. So now this is called anonymous function, and this one is called callback function. So they are together callback functions, but this one is anonymous function. Also you can, so again, this is the anonymous function. We don't need to give identifier to functions, so it means that you don't need to give it some name, because it's hard to create some names. When we define a function without an identifier, we call it an anonymous function, also known as function liter or lambda function. So in many languages in last 10 years there is a trend which when they create new lambda functions, by using these lambda functions they create so the code becomes much more easier. We can use the arrow function syntax for defining functions. Okay, let me show. So this is an example. So for example, we know that inside of find index we have some function which will be variable. Maybe we do not need this function name. So you can write it like this. If you do not use function keyword, you can use it like this. So you do not use function, it's already understandable that this is function, so you remove the word function, but you use this arrow. So instead of using function word, you use arrow. So because of this, it's called arrow functions. We can go further, concise arrow functions. You can omit the parentheses if there is only one parameter. So you say that, for example, we have only one parameter. We can say that, okay, it's not, we do not need this parenthesis because it's already understandable that this is the name of variable. It is element. Okay, and then you can omit the curly braces if there is only one statement in the function, and it is a return statement. Now, first of all, we remove the braces, brackets, parentheses here, and then it says you can also remove this one, this purely braces, because it is understandable that this is like only one returning, so you also remove this one, return. So now we use, so instead of big 3-4 lines, we use only one line. And in most cases, this example is like much easier to write. It's very simple things, it's not complex. So when you see the code, it is also much more readable, because if you see the code and you know the syntax, you will understand that this find index will find all elements with this will call the function which will see if element is equal to 1 or not. How?